Welcome to Real Talk Wrestling here on the Fins Extra YouTube channel. Thank you to everyone watching right now. We are up to like 60 subscribers on the Fins Extra account. Me and Bobby were talking about that before the show last week, and this thing's really growing over here, and it's a huge thanks to us. So just like DIY, right? Pat on the
Yep.
backs, right? We're building this place one brick by brick. The place that Real Talk Wrestling built. Am I right, Clutch?
Yep. Love it.
Yep.
We're
Yep.
doing it,
Yep.
like you said, brick by brick.
Yep. That's what we do over here on Fins Talk Extra. So thank you to everyone watching right now. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Of course, we are part of the Fins Talk Sports Network, where we go live every single day. There's Miami Dolphins news every single day. It seems like we have fantasy football news. Is there any basketball going on, Clutch?
Nah, no basketball yet.
Ah,
We have
no
a couple
basketball.
months till we get rolling on that.
Do we care about the Marlins? Are they a thing? Are they good?
As soon as they started carrying, when they went on a little win streak and they got to 500, as soon as I started carrying, I'm like, I'm gonna tune into some games. They start losing, so I don't know.
There we go. And one last sport, college football. I used to love college football. I hate college football now. So I don't know how the Canes are doing or what they're doing. Are they relevant, Clutch?
They're getting there. The recruiting's getting much better, and this season they got. You're familiar with Carson Beck?
Yeah. Yeah.
They got
No,
Carson
he's
Beck, so I'm looking forward to that. See how the Canes do after life after Cam Ward. So
yeah. I won't spend much time on this, but I stopped caring about college football when teams started just coming to the SEC when they're like not even in the southeastern region. And then NIL got involved, and it's just not college football anymore. It's just bad football, bad professional football. That's what it is these days. But I digress. We'll get into Real Talk Wrestling news. We have a fatal four-way match announced for the Paris show. Which are you going to?
I'm going to, and as of yesterday, because there was a special, I'm going to 3 days.
All
I'm going to
right.
SmackDown, Clash, and Raw.
Let's go. That is so awesome. It's turning up to be a good card. I believe so, especially with that fatal four-way match being announced. We're gonna get into Naomi and the women just keep on falling. Gone. Falling gone. It doesn't make sense. Leaving Raw, whether it be due to injury or whatever's happening with Naomi. There's rumors. We'll talk about that. I mean, think about it. They just lost their top heel, Liv Morgan. They gained a top heel in Naomi, and now she's going to be out of action. Can't keep on replacing top heels. And then we're also going to dive deep into the John Cena face turn because we didn't really talk about it last week. And I know Clutch before the show said we got to talk about it. So, Clutch, I'm going to open it up to you. What topic do you want to start? Oh, Karrion Kross. We'll get to Karrion Kross as well. I watched the full interview today. I watched a lot of wrestling. I watched Raw today and the full Karrion Kross interview, or whatever you want to call him. His name is Kevin, I learned. I think it's Kevin. Pretty sure it's Kevin.
I think
But
so.
yes,
That's his
I
Twitter
watched that
handle.
in watch that entire interview. And if you have not yet, I highly recommend it. So where do you want to start, Clutch?
I think the big-ish news, at least in the IWC, is Karrion Cross. So I guess we can start there.
Yes. So the first thing Ariel had to ask, and he apologized before he asked, was, "Is this a work?" Because that's the new thing in WWE. Everything's a work. Seth Rollins, the WWE Unreal show was a work. The whole Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens fake fight, hoping fans see it. Like everything's a work these days. They're trying to make it as real as possible. So honestly, Clutch, I the day after SummerSlam, that's when he uploaded the video. I'm now released. You can have this, buddy, if you want it. You want a popsicle? Yeah, go get a popsicle. My son wants a popsicle. Good boy for asking. Thank you. He's been awesome at school, by the way. First week of school, he deserves a popsicle on this Thursday, Friday Eve, as we call it. What was I getting into? Karrion Kross, yes. Yes, he released his video, his saga, his I'm no longer contracted. Did you see that before it
Uh,
got popular?
no, I did not.
I did, because usually my Monday mornings consist of, like, literally, I'm not joking with you. I look because Pokemon Go starts a new week, so I go to the YouTube channel. I try to find all those videos and see what to look forward to in the week. Like every day is a new event in the game. I know I still play, whatever. But the Karrion Kross was also recommended up there. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna watch this, and I'm like, oh, an hour 19 minutes. I ain't got time for that. I watched 20 minutes of it, and I'm like, "Okay, he's done with the company. That's what I'm getting from this." And that's when I realized, "Holy crap, this isn't a work. Like, this is actually he's done. He's done. He wouldn't put this video out if he was." So what did you think about everything so far up front?
It's so weird because now that, like, recently you've been able to see his personality more and the way he speaks, and I've seen interviews from him from SummerSlam weekend and things like that. He seems like a really, like, cool guy who really, like, likes doing this and doesn't mind taking some of the punches. And from what I heard, at least the quotes that I've seen from the interview with Ariel, is that he really actually he wanted to be in WWE and he was waiting for that contract and it just never came, which is I won't get into the discourse of everybody's like, okay, everybody the we want Cross, like if they think he's like a top tier talent or whatever. I won't get into that, but the fact that like if he wants to be there and he's over with the fans, I don't see how they never really gave him a shot. Um, and I don't know. And like you said, at first I thought this might be a little work because there was some news out there that some companies were like anxious about reaching out because they didn't know if it was real or not. And apparently it's not. And it's a shame because like after the fact when you see what he's like I would have liked to see them give him a shot, even like in a nice little mid card spot or something.
Mhm. So there was a contract on the table. Contract did come. He
Hmm.
said that in the interview. So it's not like the contract didn't come, he just turned it down, and the reasons were valid from what he said. Obviously, he wanted to know why they met these numbers. It's kinda like where my job, I work in corporate America, right? Everything, every year I get every quarter we get a side by side with our supervisor, a little review. There we go, performance review. End of the year, beginning of the year, we get another one, but the big one, and it's, oh, you scored 5 on this, you scored 4 on this, and that determines your raise for the next year if you get a raise, right? Every year you work hard to obtain that. Oh, is it going to be this a percentage, that a percentage? So Cross wanted to see these metrics. Like, he didn't disclose a number. He didn't say if he was getting paid the same or less or more. He didn't say any of that. But he just wanted to know, hey, why is my contract this amount? Why do you value me at this amount? Show me the metrics. Show me what you are seeing, why you think I'm worth. They didn't give him an answer. So he declined it because they wouldn't talk to him about why they think he's worth this much. So that's what he said in the interview. And they rescinded the offer. They gave him 24 hours to respond to this offer.
That's wild.
Ariel kind of went at him, not at him like, I don't believe you, but he's like, all these years, he's like, I negotiate contracts with ESPN, with yada, wherever I've been. Never have I ever heard of you have a 24-hour cap to take this or it's rescinded. So he kind of questioned that. And Cross is like, no, it's true. Like, they gave me 24 hours and, it's not enough time to process it. So my thing is with that statement right there alone, and I'm going to sound like a D, I am. And this is nothing against Cross. This is just the way of life. What have you done to think you can leverage on TKO WWE to say, I want more money? What have you done? The fans chanting, we want Cross isn't enough. What
Hmm.
have you done to prove yourself that you deserve to even deserve a second contract? Yeah, I like Cross. I'm a fan of Cross, but let's not pretend like he's a main character of the show. All he ever did, and maybe it's because of his booking, of course, but all he ever did was talk to baby faces and tell them how bad they're going to be. That's all he did. I like Cross, but he doesn't have the power to say, "Hey, I deserve this much more." Or maybe he didn't even say he wanted that much more. He just wanted the reason why his number was where it's at. That's where he wanted to know. So I guess he didn't complain about the money, but he was like, "I want to know why." And at that point, dude, you are a mid carder, which every company needs one. If you wanted to be there so bad, the deal. Take the deal. There'd be no problem. But I see what he's doing. He's trying to leverage this to get a better deal. See, the fans want me. See, people are interviewing me. I'm the hot topic. He's trying to do the Cody thing, betting on him. I don't blame him. at all. But if he truly wanted to be in WWE today, he would have signed the contract. Am I wrong?
No, I don't think you are. Um, and I expected him to be back. I mean, if he really is done with the company, because I think I saw a quote there that he technically says he still wants to come back. He would prefer to be back. But if he is really done, I mean, he went out much better than many people did on their way out. Some people get buried on the way out. He had a match at a singles match in SummerSlam against Sami Zayn, which is not like any bad feat. So I don't know where we're going with like where it's going with this, and I kind of lost track of the original question. Sorry, I went off on a
All good.
tangent. But yeah, I have no idea. And also, since we're talking about this, I saw somewhere that they were talking about the. You remember the promo after WrestleMania,
Oh yeah.
and that he said it was a work. But the thing is, Triple H did not know it was a work, which is funny to me because I don't know how it gets that the chain of command, because apparently, according to him, somebody knew, somebody that he was working with knew, and how it doesn't go up all the way, especially when somebody's shooting really hard at especially management, how it doesn't become known to like upper level WWE people.
So according to the interview, and maybe I'm mishearing or misremembering this, but he did Sam Roberts. Everyone knew that was on the show. Everybody knew. Everybody knew. So what happened was he was walking in with AJ Styles in a shoot, right? Like as they're just showing up to work. And
Mhm.
one of the women back there were doing interviews. I forgot if it was. It doesn't matter. It wasn't Kathy Kelly. Can't remember her name. The baseball chick or the
Oh,
gosh,
Jackie
she's
Redmond.
Jackie Redmond. Yeah, she was doing interviews, and Cross and AJ were walking at the same time, and they wanted them just to walk on through. And Cross is like, but I'm feuding with this guy right now. Like I'm feuding with him. I can't just walk next to him and everyone's okay with this. So he saw Sam Roberts doing something of some nature and just walked over and said how he's going to kill AJ Styles and yada yada yada. And somebody said, "Yo, that was awesome. Can you do it again tomorrow?" And he's like, "Yeah. What do you want me to say?" There's more of that, more of just you, more make it real, make it real. He made it real, and he told everybody he was going to do that. I guess the upper brass didn't know. Triple H, but he did say in the interview, I talked to Hunter. I talked to him and we hugged it out. We shook hands. It was done after that. It was squashed after that. But I guess other people up or above, so he wouldn't name any names, of course, you know, didn't know that he was going to say all that stuff. And let's be honest, he meant every word of that. He meant
Oh
every
yeah, he
word.
did.
Yeah, he meant every word. So, and I think they know that. If I know that, you know that. They know that. That's a big reason. But it's kind of reminds me of Rusev Day.
Hmm.
Got over big. Fans wanted it. Vince didn't create it. Vince buried it. I am questioning Hunter and Triple H and TKO and this team ever since, I guess, the beginning of the year. Ever since the Netflix era opened, it's gone down for me. I've lost a lot of interest. I'm still watching, but I've lost a lot of interest. I don't know how you feel about the product.
I think the product. I'm trying to determine what it is for me because I think the product naturally takes a downhill turn after WrestleMania every year without fault. So I'm trying to determine if it's just that, and we're coming back on the upswing, or if it is a problem and there are too many heads executives in the ear of Triple H. If The Rock is involved in things changing creative like they said he has.
Mhm.
So I don't know because the Triple H era to begin and all the way up to WrestleMania before, let's say up to the heel turn Elimination Chamber, it was solid. Good booking back to back to back. I think I liked it very much. Some people have their opinions, but I liked it. And then after that, like once they kind of ruined the main event of WrestleMania, it kind of like soured on me a little bit. So I'm right now trying to figure out for myself what this is. If we're coming back up or if it's something that is just is now. So yeah, interested to see that.
I don't see it on the way up yet. I still see it dipping. And I've said this in some chats earlier today, and I talked about it with you guys. Since Brock's returned, I have lost any interest in John Cena in that program in SmackDown. I mean, I've already didn't like SmackDown. I already thought SmackDown was the worst wrestling show on TV. Now I think it's even more unwatchable. I have zero. I'm not. And you know what's funny? Not even because of the whole what you think it is. Not even just the whole legal battle. It is what it is. Like he's gonna come back. He's gonna come back. He's not the first person to like. I've been thinking about it, man. Like all he did was be a weirdo, right? I mean, it's awful the things he wanted to do and said he was gonna do, and yet, but he didn't do any of it. He's just
Yeah.
there. Like we can't change it. But I'm not interested because I'm just not interested. Like I'm screaming into the damn clouds like an old man. Like, what does this do for anybody? Nothing. Brock doesn't win after this feud. Cena, it's a nothing burger. It's an empty calorie feud to me. I guess it does something to the fans that like that kind of thing. I just don't think. I just wish it was someone else. I wish it was Drew McIntyre. I wish it was a relevant wrestler in today's world, and not someone that's just going to do a one-off who's just going to get paid and leave.
You know who I wish it was? I was really thinking about this. They're going to be in Paris. I really wish it was AJ Styles because they have history. Obviously, AJ can still go in the ring. We saw at SummerSlam, Cena can go in the ring still,
Mm-hmm.
and Paris is like a hotbed for wrestling when it comes to crowds, and they love AJ Styles. So I thought it would have made sense at that point because if we're playing the hits and he's got Punk, he's got Randy, he's gonna have Brock. You got to throw AJ in there. He's one of the biggest feuds he's had.
Beat up John Cena. I
Yeah.
loved that. That was one of the coolest things. Um, you're right. I hope AJ, but AJ's not. I mean, I guess what are they gonna do? Babyface first. Babyface. AJ Styles still seems like he's gonna try to get that inner. Do you think, by the way, at the end of the day, AJ is gonna walk away with that title? At the end of the day,
Um, I don't. Did they set up the match? Because I feel like I missed what's gonna happen for the
I don't.
Intercontinental title.
I don't know if they set up the match yet or not. To be honest with you, I don't think they
Yeah,
did.
I feel like I missed it. Either I missed it or it didn't happen. But I'd like to see AJ win, and
Yeah.
I don't know what they're gonna do.
Yeah. Anyway, back to the real thing at hand here. So John Cena, Brock. We're just gonna pivot into the face turn. We'll get to the Fatal 4-Way and Naomi later. The face turn. It happened a long time ago, right? I think we're a
Mhm.
couple weeks out of SmackDown, but we didn't talk about it. And oh my goodness, you left. We all left question: is this a real turn? Is he tricking us? What happened? It turned out to be legit. And I would dare to say this: one of the best heel turns of all time, one of the worst executions of all time, one of the worst babyface turns of all time, one of the best executions of all time.
Agreed. I was gonna say something just like that because I was gonna say the face. I didn't like the face turn, but I liked the execution at SummerSlam.
Yep.
And yeah, because it was very abrupt. I mean, everybody, it kind of felt to me, at least as a from the back, is like, hey, my bad. We effed up. Let's get this back on track. Because I think they just had the match they were supposed to have at WrestleMania, which is face versus face. Have you, by the way, did you finish Unreal?
I'm in the middle of episode 3. Like I said, I don't think I said this on stream or before. School has taken over my life, brother.
I get that. I, I,
But I'm
yeah,
gonna
I
watch
said
it.
that because in Unreal they were talking about the Rock's team and this match.
Okay.
And do you mind if I say it or?
Go ahead. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it anyway, no matter what.
Yeah,
Say
and they were saying that the Rock's team was saying that babyface Cena versus babyface Cody is dry and it wouldn't work, and that's why it was pitched that they would have the heel turn.
So
And I feel like this is just my bad from John Cena, especially.
can I ask you a question? Because I was gonna say this is my theory on why they did it. I'll just ask it as a question. Do you think Triple H or John Cena or Cody, who one of the three said this sucks. Dwayne, we're going to do what we want to do. We're going to show him that this is not stale. We don't have enough time to turn John babyface at the moment. So let's just do it. Who cares? Who's going to really care at the end that John turned a babyface this way? And they went out there and they shoved it up Dwayne's ass. But that's exactly what they did. 1,000. I just want to know whose idea was. I want to know who came first. Who said, F Dwayne, we're going to do this. I think Cody wanted this match more than anything. I think John Cena said, that sounds good. And I think Triple H hates Dwayne. So I think he helped do this as well. But I think this is what Cody wanted. Because what did Cody want from day one, probably? The real John Cena. We didn't have time for that. We didn't have time for that. So they just said, screw it, we're going to do it. What I don't like about it is the way they did it. He gets beat up, signs the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why you turn babyface? I'm glad they did it. Because I like this John. Like, I'm going to enjoy this run after Brock. When Brock's done, I'll probably enjoy it. You could have had the heel thing and still had a banger match. Brock comes out, does the thing to Cena, and that's how he turns babyface. It was right there. It was right there. You had everything set up for this I bet you he was going to turn babyface that way, but they said, "Screw it, we're going to do this babyface." But I guarantee that was the plan, to turn John babyface after the match. Guarantee it. Makes
Well,
sense.
yeah, I could see that, and I'm kind of like you kind of said it. It's the actual turn sucked to me, but what happened at SummerSlam made me kind of glad it happened. If that makes any sense,
Mm-hmm.
because he comes out and it's the regular blacked out Titantron with his name, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then the lights come on, like full John Cena. I can tell you, I was excited as hell watching that.
Yes.
He comes down and does his thing to the point where he's kicking out at 3 Crossroads, and it's a Super Cena chance. I loved all that shit. So sorry, Bobby, but I loved all that. And yeah, and it was great. And like you said, I think the original plan might have been for after the match, because if he, yeah, he loses, he's all dejected, like realizes what was this all worth for, and then Brock kicks his ass, gains the sympathy, he's back in his face, boom. But they did it before. I'm glad they did because the match was great. I think I don't care much for Meltzer, but I think it gave it like a 5-star match. Which,
Oh, he did?
yeah, he gave it a 5-star.
Wow. Meltzer's like, I have noticed this with Meltzer. I haven't followed him in a while, but he's been giving WWE better scores lately. I've noticed it. Watch, go
Yeah,
look it up. It's
yeah,
good.
he has. And I thought it was, and I thought it merited that because it was a great match that had me into it the entire time. And I can tell you, like, the amount of times that happened for a John Cena match in the last 10 to 15 years has been, you can count it on one hand. And that's okay. 15 is a little much, but 10.
It's gonna be a candidate for match of the year. It might win my match of the year. I
Yeah,
loved it. I loved it. I've seen it twice. I watched it twice. So I watched it with my kid because he didn't want to. Did I tell you the story?
yeah,
I
yeah.
told
He
you guys
didn't
the
want to
story.
watch,
Yeah.
so he just tweeted it out.
Yeah, so I said, but we're gonna watch this match. It's gonna change your life. Like, I'm so trying to get him, and I never going to push my son. Like, you gotta like the Dolphins, you gotta like the Lightning, you gotta like sports, you gotta do. But I'm so hardcore. Come on, man, just watch wrestling with me. Just please watch. He doesn't want to do it, man. He doesn't. But maybe one day. I don't know. Gosh, man, I didn't like wrestling until the '90s, like till the Attitude Era. But it was WCW. I was a WCW guy. And I was born in 85. That was 96, 97. So I was like 12 years old till I got into wrestling. So he still has time. I'm not worried about it. We're good. I didn't start liking football or sports until I was about 13, 14. So he's got time on that too. He doesn't like sports. But anyway, I digress. Um, yeah, the John Cena turn. I'm excited where it goes. After Brock, where do you want it to go? Who's next? I know you said AJ. Take him out of the equation. Who's after AJ?
I'm
Or
going down the list of like former people that he would have faced before, and I think they're checking off pretty much everybody on the list. So what's next for Cena? I liked also. I know you said after Brock, but I like the fact that they're doing Logan. Some people don't like it. I like it
oh,
because it's, hmm?
I like it too. It makes sense.
Yeah. I like it because it's going back to the old story when he was heel and they were a team, and also the fact that he's not doing the thing he's been doing, which is playing the hits. He's facing a younger talent, and I don't think he's probably not gonna put him over. He just lost, but he's gonna have a good match with him. Gonna have eyes on Logan Paul, and it's probably gonna be a solid match at in Paris. So I like that. But as for after Brock, I don't know what they do, and more so now that we're getting close, I don't know who his final opponent's gonna be, which no clue. And if he says he doesn't pick his opponents, which I don't believe, by the way, he's got to pick his last opponent. But I don't know who.
Wade Barrett. 3 minute squash.
I love that. What
No,
about
you
like
know,
I'm trying to think outside of the box. What if like the guy on my screen give him a match with Dom?
I would like the match with Dom. Um, I've been thinking about it as well. I would like to see Dom would be great. I still want to see. I'm still holding off for Drew. I'm still holding off for Joe Hendry. I know that we have limited time. I'm not saying for his last match. I'm just saying for one offs. But I don't even know how many more one offs John has. You know, Joe Hendry was pushing for this match, and he said it was going to happen, and it's obviously not going to happen. I want to see I don't the hits for me, you got to understand we're different ages, I believe. The hits for you aren't the hits for I want Edge, you know?
I
I
was gonna
want Kurt
say
Angle.
that's what I thought was missing from this whole thing, and it sucks that he's in AEW because of that.
Yeah. Yeah, I want Edge. I want Rock. Like if this all led up to the last match being Rock and him beating Rock to to because it's 1-1 right now, that's perfect. But it's not going to go that way because Rock's not going to be down. But that's where I thought it was going. I didn't say it makes sense. Sell your soul to Rock. Rock abandoned you. You make it a story. Where were you? You were supposed to do this. Where whatever. Then they fight. That would have been perfect. But I guess Dwayne's never going to wrestle again. What if it's Roman?
That's a good one. I can see it. I mean, they're both on SmackDown right now.
And
It's
they have history. Where he pretty much told Roman he couldn't do it. Now Roman can do it. And now we
mhm.
can see that battle. Now we can see that promo again. They can kind of revisit that promo.
Yeah, I mean, we've
Um,
been doing the whole face of the company versus old face of the company thing with Cody and Cena. Now, the guy who carried the company throughout the pandemic and all that, the tribal chief, that would be a compelling match.
yeah, I think as well. But then how do you do that? See, that's the problem. It's too many babyface versus babyface matchups, right? Like that's
Yeah.
another babyface versus babyface matchup. I mean, it would work because Cena can make anything work. We don't, are we at the point we don't need blood feuds with John Cena? Like, are we at that point now? We don't need the blood feuds. We don't need the I hate you so much, so I'm going to end you. It could just be like, yeah, we're going to have this match. I wish
Yeah.
Kevin Owens was healthy.
Yeah, that would have been great.
That would have been amazing. Um, I would really like to see. I know this isn't going to happen because he's too over. God, Jacob Fatu and Cena would be so much fun. I think it'd be fun. I'm just thinking about SmackDown guys, to be
Mhm.
honest. And I could just name every top star, but not Damian Priest. I wouldn't be interested in that. But are they going to bring someone back for a one-off for him? Do you think they'd ever bring anyone back to go? Hey man, can you just have one match?
I mean,
I don't think
then
there's, I don't think there's anyone out there that could do it. Dolph Ziggler, that'd be fun.
that'd be fun. I mean, they have the contact with TNA, but I don't think they do it.
Not for a PLE, just I don't know, but
Yeah,
he's not wrestling on SmackDown or Raw, so I guess that wouldn't make
he
sense.
just wrestled on SmackDown.
Yeah, but who was it against?
It was a tag match with Cody and Cena
Oh,
versus Drew
yeah,
and
yeah, it wouldn't
Logan.
be Dolph Ziggler. So I'm just throwing my stuff out there. I'd like to see, but how many more dates does he have? Does anyone know? I'll look it
I
up.
think the last time he did the counter or whatever, it was 11. So we're getting to single digits now, probably.
Dates for John Cena. I'm gonna look it up real quick. 11.
Hmm.
Wait, no. John Cena has 11 dates remaining on his retirement core, according to the recent report from Boston Globe. Yeah, he's got 11 left.
Because off the top of my head, I know he's doing. I know they're doing Bad Blood next month again. I know he's doing that. They're doing the Australia show. There's a Saudi show, and I think after that it's just oh yeah, War Games.
Which he's not going to be in War Games.
No, but I mean he's gonna be in Survivor Series, just not War Games. And then there's I think his final match.
That's his Survivor Series. That's it. It's him versus. They get like Wade Barrett. They get Ryback. They get as many people from
Right.
Nexus as they can. It just made me think. What if Daniel Bryan just makes one more comeback? He's not under contract. Is he under contract? Probably is. He probably has some kind of contract with AEW because he was just on their pay-per-view. Probably has some kind of Legends deal or something.
But do you know how cool that would be? Daniel Bryan against John Cena.
Yeah, be awesome. It'd be awesome. But I don't think Daniel Bryan will never. I don't think step foot in a WWE ring ever again. He's until AEW goes out of business and bankrupts. He's a Tony Khan mark forever. As much as his kids will never have to work again because Tony Khan just loves Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
It's pretty much confirmed that's what the boys do now. They just go there because they'll just get paid $1 billion and work once a week. Why do you think Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin are there? Anyway, is there anything else you want to get off your chest with the Cena stuff before we get into the Fatal 4-Way?
No, I think we went pretty deep into this one.
Yeah, we did. I'm hoping to see this Brock feud not go past one PLE, but we have a another group match. That's Triple H's favorite thing. Teddy Long loved the tag team matches. Tony Khan likes the 8-man tags with luchadors. Vince Russo likes the hardcore matches. Triple H likes triple threats or Fatal 4. He likes orgies. Sorry, Bobby. He likes every man alive in a match, and I don't know why. Why is Jey Uso a part of this, first off? Second off, are you into this at all? I wish it was one-on-one. I'm just going to be honest.
From a perspective of a fan who's watching, I would say, I mean, the triple threat Fatal 4-Way things, you said it, it's been overdone. But from a selfish perspective of a fan who's going to be there and just the atmosphere of all those guys, I'm into it. I'll probably be into it in person. And then like after a while, like when I watch it from home, I'll look back on it and be like, okay, we do a lot of these. But in the moment, I think I'm being selfish and I'm saying I love it.
I was thinking the worst. I was like, are they really going to do another tag match? Are they really going to do CM Punk and LA Knight versus Braun, the Bronze, right? I'm like, oh, God, they better not do that. So I'm at least thankful it's not that. I'm actually excited for LA Knight because, as you know, I watch SmackDown. I don't get to see LA Knight a lot. Now he's on Raw, so I get to enjoy LA Knight. I forget how over he is. But I will say this, and maybe you can agree with me. I think he will never, ever be a main event world champion because I think the spotlight's too big. Now, I know people are going to say that's stupid of me to say, but dude, that promo with Punk, it was not meshing. It wasn't working. They were stuttering. Both of them were kind of lost in that promo. Did you feel the same way? Because I was watching that today going, oh, this doesn't feel right. Like CM Punk and LA Knight, they just don't, it's not working. It wasn't working.
Yeah, and it's not that either of them are bad or anything at what they do, but like,
No.
yeah, together, that's the thing. Together, it was awkward. I liked the concept, the idea of what they were doing for the night, but the execution, especially early on, because I think later on towards the main event, it got better, and when they actually started wrestling and doing things like that, I thought it was cool. But yeah, and the execution of it was a little wonky in terms of like, I don't know if they were stepping on each other, like trying to get their thing in, but like, or I don't know, it was just weird.
Yeah, it felt like it didn't feel like a Hangman situation where somebody was going off script, but I felt, I've seen that Phil before. I've seen that CM Punk before where he is not liking his dance partner and he's super annoyed. That's how I was watching the promo. Because I've seen his stuff in AEW, and whenever he's doing promos with Hangman or Moxley, he just looked like that. He looked exactly what he looked like on Raw. Whenever at the very end, when LA Knight was doing like, oh, I'll face you, this and that, this, and CM Punk just cuts him off. Yeah, you want the match? I got it. Dude, LA Knight looked legitimately pissed. LA Knight looked like that wasn't supposed to happen. But I guess it was. It makes sense if they're gonna can they coexist? But it just seemed like they don't get along. And it seemed like LA Knight was trying too hard to make us because he knew he once you're in the ring, look, love him or hate him, right? I love him again. Love him or hate him. When you're in the ring with CM Punk, that's a star making moment because you know everybody's watching. So I think LA Knight was trying too hard, man. I really do. Just be yourself, dude. He's so much better than what Monday night showed. And it just made me sad. I'm like, man, that's kind of what takes me out. Like, I kind of pissed me off. And it's taking me out of the match because I don't want to see LA Knight like that. To me, he's a megastar. And he looks like a buffoon. I'm sorry. Sorry for everyone if I offended you. Am I too harsh?
I don't think you're maybe just a little bit, but I think it was just a bad night, maybe, and because his overall body of work is good.
Yeah, overall. But when he gets up with Roman, like every time he's with a big star, I feel like he looks lesser. He looks less than to me, and I don't know what it is because I know he's not. I know he's not.
Yeah.
I love him. But yeah, Seth's not losing this match.
Also, I have a theory, by the way,
Go
that
ahead.
this is going to be a fatal five-way.
Trying to think of fifth. Sammy?
Roman,
No, Roman's
I
coming.
think
Maybe
he's
that'd be
scheduled to
cool.
be on Raw next week, and
Oh,
I'm putting two and two together here because he's scheduled to be on Raw next week, and for Clash in Paris, he's fully being advertised for the show, but they don't know. They don't say what he's doing.
I have a theory.
Okay,
Bronson Reed. He's getting his shoes back. I'm being serious.
actually,
Being
not too
serious.
bad.
Yeah, I would like to see that match.
Part of me kind of enjoyed the whole Shula Fala thing, as
I
corny as
wish
it
he only,
can be.
I wish he only had one pair though. I think the two's too much. I think what's next week? 3? What's he gonna be? Mercedes of the shoes?
He just keeps taking his shoes.
Mercedes Monet's got 8 belts. He's gonna have eight shoes. Is that what we're doing here? The shoe collector. Look, I like the gimmick. I do think that we can possibly see Roman and Braun or Roman and Braun, I guess Bronson Reed. If Roman's advertised for the show, he's going to be there. I wouldn't see why he wouldn't be in Paris. It's a big venue. You need your big guys there. But Fatal 5-Way, that could be cool. Or we could see him versus Braun Breaker. I don't know. Fatal 5 is just too much to me. But I can see if you're there, you'd be excited for it. I understand. I get it. I'd be hyped too, man. But as a viewer watching at home, I don't want Seth and Roman to be. I don't want Roman to get a title match until it's WrestleMania against Seth. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see it now. I know you do. You want to hear the
Oh yeah,
right, and the lights like dim. They do that thing, and then oh, you want, dude. That's one of the coolest entrance musics ever.
yeah. It
Compared to
is.
his last one, dude, so much better. Done. Remember that? Done. Sucked. Did you like the Shield music? I hated it.
I liked it when it was just a Shield because,
Yeah.
but when they just gave it to Roman afterwards,
Yeah.
I was like, just get your own thing.
That's what I mean. It just tarnishes it. Hey, by the way, when did Becky get new music? Was that new last night
That
on
was
Raw?
SummerSlam.
Okay, I must have missed it. No lie to everybody, I fast forward through a lot of entrances, and at that point in time, I couldn't get to my controller. I'm like, whoa, where's the whoa?
I kind of like this new one.
Yeah, I did too. That's why I brought it up. That's why I remembered it. If it was bad, I would have forgot about it. I liked it. I thought it fit her well. I like what Becky's doing. I love that she beat up the girl, and Natalia's like, "You're a bully." That was a good part. That was probably the best part of Raw, besides the whole main event stuff. I like that. I'm a Becky hater at heart. I am, but I can appreciate what she's doing right now. I can change. Look at me. Look, who thought I'd be buying CM Punk gear, right? Come
Fair
on.
enough.
I can change. Last thing we're going to talk about today. It's going to be somewhat quick because now I kind of know the news because you told me. Naomi, she's going to be missing for an extended period of time. They said it on Raw. Michael Cole announced it. He didn't announce it like the way he did last time, where he basically called her a coward and she quit the company. He
Yeah.
didn't do that to her. No apologies, by the way. I'm sure he apologized backstage sometime, or probably Vince made her say it, or Vince made him say it. But yeah, he did announce that she's going to be missing time and she's not medically cleared. So my thoughts was Chris Koffler texted me Monday or before the show, it was before Raw, and he let me know that he texted me the article or whatever that she's missing time. I'm like, oh, is she pregnant? So I asked him. He goes, I don't know. They're going to be on the Stephanie McMahon podcast, and I said, yep, she's pregnant. You heard the podcast? Is that true?
No, I didn't.
Okay, someone heard the podcast. Maybe Bobby did. But she is missing time, and we don't know what's going on. We could assume she's pregnant, but it doesn't matter why she's missing time. She is, or she's not medically cleared. Now, how say you about this? They lost Liv Morgan, their top heel, I would say, in the women's division overall. SmackDown, NXT, Raw, all of them. They have to bring someone over. That's why I think Naomi came over. Because she is going to be a top heel on Raw. And now she is missing time. The hell are they going to do? There's no one else built up.
Not at all. There's no big heels, especially in the women's division.
Bayley again?
But Bayley's doing this whole arc where she's doing something else. It doesn't even make sense.
Becky? She's the biggest heel right now, but she's a mid-carder. I mean, she's a main eventer, but she's with she has her own little story going on.
Unless you, by necessity, want to like Becky 2 belts her again. I don't know what's going to happen there.
Bianca.
Yeah. I mean, a lot would have to go into it because I don't think she's been a heel on the main roster before. On the NXT, she has, and she was great. Mm-hmm. And I think she's like, they said one of the reasons she doesn't turn heel is for the same reasons I guess Cena didn't turn heel, which is she's over with the kids, doing all that stuff and da-da-da. But if they can get over that, I think she would be a great heel, and it would be very needed for this division because they have nothing. Especially like Stephanie McMahon has a guaranteed title match at Clash, and she has no opponent now.
Yeah, what are they gonna do?
What I would do, she's faced Io Sky twice already, both times in DQ. Have the blow off and have a good finish. The matches are great.
I don't mind that idea at all. I really don't. I don't know where they're going with Io and the Kabuki Warriors. That whole segment there. I guess that's like, oh, we're just gonna break you guys away for a good. But someone's gonna turn heel in that situation. Is Io the next? Do you think Io? This is why I'm going here. Do you think Io Sky could be the next major heel on Monday nights?
I don't know because I don't think she's hateable enough to be a heel or a big heel because I don't know. You look at her and you're like, oh, she's cool, and she doesn't really have the vocabulary to be like the bad heel on the mic. So I don't know how they would do it if she were to go heel. I think maybe she would need a mouthpiece or something from somebody else to step in. Don't know who. Another idea out of nowhere. What if they like try to get Asuka back into the big fold and she's a heel? She's been the heel before.
Same problems though. I think with the heel, you need to have the talkie. And if you can't talkie, no one's gonna care. Look at Rusev right now. Look at him. He's dying.
No,
Rusev is dying.
The reason Rusev was so over back when he was his first run in WWE, he had Lana first, and then he had the other guy, the singing guy.
Yes. Every time I was just about to say that. It's nothing against Rusev at all. But the two biggest runs of his career, he had Lana, and she was fake Russian, and he was going against Cena. And then you had he had a tank WrestleMania moment, right? He came into WrestleMania in a tank.
Yep.
And then he had the singing. You're right. He's by himself now. And I promise you, I love Rusev. I think he's great. But I don't care about this feud with Sheamus whatsoever. And he's dying. And he's a monster heel. That's what he's supposed to be. But nobody cares. The crowd's dead when he comes out. He is failing. And it's because he doesn't have that mouthpiece. So if you put Asuka there, I assume the same situation would happen. Let me ask you this. Is there anyone on NXT right now that could do this, that can come up here and be the main heel? Is there anybody?
I mean, the obvious one is Blake Monroe.
Thank you. What are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? She's better than anyone in NXT right now. In my opinion, she's better heel than anyone on Raw and anyone on SmackDown at the moment. But I've watched her. I know the casual WWE fans have not. They don't know what she's about. She would turn that company upside down, that whole division upside down, and it would be phenomenal television. Call her up now. She needs to. She is the one. She could save this. It's
Yep.
true.
And it probably wasn't in their plans. They probably wanted to keep her in NXT for a little bit, but they need somebody. They desperately need somebody and somebody fresh to step up and be the heel, because I've said it. Ever since Rhea turned face after the Judgment Day things, like, they haven't had a major heel, and whenever they have had a major heel, they're out. They get hurt.
Yep.
So it's needed.
Nia Jax, been there, seen that. Don't need it. Jade Cargill, no thank you. Like, if you run down the list, you really think they're talented. The women's division, Roxanne Perez, she's not ready. Raquel, she's not it. She's great as a secondary piece or a, middle. They just don't have that now, and it's sad because they always have. With Charlotte, Becky, whoever it was, there was always someone there. Liv, Rhea, but now we're just, what is Tiffy? Is Tiffy a heel, a babyface, a tweener? She could be a mega heel. She could be, but they're not pushing her that way. She's not used that way. It's just I don't know what they're doing with the women's division. I really don't know. Phenomenal talent. We just got to figure it out. But I think they will. I hope so. I really do. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the show, guys. I know Chris wasn't here tonight. I think he's is it Thursday? Is there any preseason football game? Oh, the Buccaneers playing tonight.
I know there's
I'm gonna
probably
check right now.
on.
He called out. Look, listen, at my job, I can call out like on the phone and no one knows and I don't get yelled at for it. Chris texted me to call out today. And I didn't yell at him for it. I said, yes, you could have the night off. But if it's for a freaking preseason
No,
Bucks
there's
game,
no
I'm gonna.
football today.
All right, I was about to say I'm gonna flip out if it's some preseason Bucks game. Bucks preseason. Anyway, that's gonna do it for the show. Thank you for everyone that's watching right now. There are 17 of you. I noticed you're not all watching not all of you are watching on the Fins Talk Extra YouTube page. So go ahead and do that for us. Go ahead and go there, subscribe. We're here every single Thursday, usually at 7:15 p.m. Eastern. Today we went a little bit early. Clutch is on a different time zone, and he stays up super late to do this podcast, to do the show for you guys. So we really appreciate you. Literally every Thursday, you're the MVP of the show, man.
Anytime, man.
All right. Make sure you follow him on Twitter at Miami Clutch PE. Make sure you follow me on Blue Sky, although I'm not there. Trust me, I don't like you guys like that. But I'm just kidding. I kid. But if you want to shoot me a DM or anything on Blue Sky, I'm Josh Kimmel. Simply just Josh Kimmel. So it's easy to find. I'll be here on not this network, but Fins Talk Sports Network Monday morning for cold brews and hot takes, breaking down week 2 of the preseason. We had a phenomenal show. If you missed it last week, we had a phenomenal show talking about Shedeur Sanders, my thoughts on Shedeur Sanders and his performance. We had a great conversation about the Indianapolis Colts situation with their quarterback. So if you like fantasy football, cold brews, hot takes, Monday morning, 9 a.m. Anywhere else we could find you, Clutch?
No, just Twitter. That's
Just
where I make
Twitter.
my bread and butter.
Just Twitter. So go tweet at my guy over there. Until the next week, Clutch, peace out.